Donald Trump woke up on Wednesday morning to let everybody know that he is definitely mentally unstable by calling for the imprisonment, not investigation, not, arrest even, just straight up put these people in prison. The mayor of Chicago and the governor of Illinois, both, of course, Democrats, Brandon Johnson and J.B. Pritzker, respectively. But here is the very short and mentally unstable post that Donald Trump put on Truth Social. Chicago mayor should be in jail for failing to protect ICE officers. Governor Pritzker also. Wow. I didn't know that the masked armed agents who, of course, have Black Hawk helicopters flying around, military vehicles, I didn't know those people needed protecting. And protection from what? Well, Trump didn't specify, but luckily, Kristi Noem, Ice Barbie, did tell us exactly what her big tough ICE agents need protection from, which is, quote, residents advocating for violence against the American people and protesters who are victimizing people every day by the way that they're talking. So the big threat to these big tough ICE agents who have all the military tech and equipment they could imagine in Chicago right now, the big thing they need protection from is people talking. Okay? That's literally what Kristi Noem said. People talking. They're being victimized by people talking. Her exact words. So we have to go protect these big, tough, macho men who are so afraid to show their faces. We have to protect them from talking. Or not from each other, but people outside of ICE talking to them. Holy hell, if you don't stop that, you should go to jail, says the President of the United States, who is not in any way attempting to be a ruthless dictator. This is utter insanity. No other way to describe this. This is insanity. This is authoritarianism at its finest. You should not be allowed to practice your First Amendment rights. So we're throwing out the Constitution. So what Trump is doing is already unconstitutional. Courts have already told him he can't do it, what he's doing. And if you do not fall in line and if you do not turn in those who are talking, you yourself should be in prison. Is there any other point in world history that, comes to mind when you think about this? If you don't report people who the government doesn't like, then you yourself have to go to jail. I don't know. See, seems a little familiar, right? I mean, kind of feels like we've seen this show before, and Donald Trump, obviously not learning lessons from that, should understand that it didn't end very well for the people who were wanting everybody arrested, the people who were dictators. Their story didn't end quite so well. But, Trump's not necessarily a history buff. He's not even a buff on anything. But this is the country we live in now. This terrifying reality of armed federal agents, armed members of the military patrolling our streets across the country based on fake accusations of out-of-control crime. ICE does not need to be protected. And by the way, there is no legal obligation for the Chicago mayor or the Illinois governor to protect them. People need protection from ICE. Hell, the local police in Chicago need protection from ICE because ICE on multiple occasions has tear-gassed local police officers and firefighters. ICE doesn't need to be protected. We need to be protected from ICE. Whether you're a citizen or not, ICE is going to get you. That's what they have now become. They are arresting regular old U.S. citizens, a 70-year-old Army vet. I told that story over the weekend. Absolute, utter insanity that this is happening here. It's not a far-off threat. It's not hyperbole. It's not scare tactics, folks. It is happening here. And what are you doing about it, right? I think that's the big question. All these people who look back at history, oh, how could Germany allow this to happen? How could Mussolini rise to power? The answer is too few people doing anything about it, too few people sounding the alarms. We need more. We need more voices. We need more protesters. We need people in the streets making their voices heard. Because if not, I mean, even if that happens, let's be real here, it's going to get worse. They have plans to make it worse. Okay? There's no more speculation about what they want to do. It's been leaked. They want to send the actual military out here. Hegseth said in an interview with Peter Doocy this week that people enlisting in the military today are more likely to serve in the Midwest than the Middle East. It's here. It's happening. And we have to do something about it. Thanks for watching, everyone. You know, we're inching closer and closer to 1 million subscribers, and we're aiming to hit that goal before the year closes. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thanks for joining us as we head towards this huge milestone.